Okay, hello YouTube. I'm heading on my driveway now, which is still a little icy, a little snowy, but I had to get out today because we are supposed to get 3 to 8 inches of snow tonight. This next section of my driveway gets really bad. As you'll see in another video, when I was plowing the snow with the tractor, I didn't do a very good job. It looks like it might have melted. That's good. Not all melted. And a little muddy still, a little icy. It's alright. I'm gonna try to stay in the thicker gravel in the center here. Oh, yeah. Wait, I gotta check to make sure my panniers are closed. So right now it should be right about 39, 40 degrees. It's supposed to warm up to about 48 today. So that's not too bad. So I brought my heated gloves. I don't have them on right now. I don't know where I'm going to go. I was planning on going on this one little back road that has these really creepy abandoned houses all over it. But then the sun, I don't know if you can see, way south of the Blue Ridge Mountains up there, the parkway, it looks like it's sunny south of here, where everything north is all just overcast, cloudy. And this helmet fogs really bad, so I normally have to keep it cracked. I just went back to the old BiLT, super old helmet that I've had since the DR650. It's less windy and like wind noise in my ears than the AFX helmet. That helmet was really bad. It was hurting my ears even with earplugs in. Well now, yeah, there's still, I don't know if you can see way over there, but on the other side of the parkway up there, it looks like blue skies. I think when I head that way, I've never planned a ride based on the clouds before. That's kind of new. But yeah, the Himalayan is riding good. It's saying thank you for taking me out. I'm just hoping I don't run into any snowy roads. All the little horses with the jackets. Well, most of them. But, like, you really gotta feel sorry for animals that are out in the cold like this. I'm gonna take this little back road. I haven't been up here in a while. Maybe you can see some. See, that's the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's the mountains that I'm about to go. I'm gonna come up and then go that way on the parkway south. And like normally, if it's not snowy, there's little side trails that I can just, from my house, just basically cross the street and head up the side of the mountain. It's really cool when it's snow on the, you know, on the floors of the mountains, because then you can see a lot of trails and stuff that you couldn't see before. If that makes sense. Like, maybe I'll show you later. And that's how I found some trails on my land, was with the drone in the snow. I was flying the drone over and I saw like wider snow patches with no trees, and then, you know, hiked them and found out they were trails. Now this helmet's pretty loud too. I really need to find, I hate wind noise. I mean, I know it's kind of, you're on a motorcycle in the wind, but I really do. I don't like wind noise in my helmet. But I'm the type of dude, it's like, especially in my Jeep days, anything rattled or clanked or made a noise, I had to stop and find it, because, you know, a lot of times that meant something was broke. So I had everything buttoned down tight, so anything I heard loose or rattling, normally it was, you know, either a bolt was loose or something, or I broke something. So it's kind of how I like my bikes too. Like, I don't like wind noise, I don't like rattling. I like to hear if something's wrong. See, if you look up there, that's the parkway I'm going to be up on soon. I'm going to head up here and hang a right and get up there. And hopefully the sun comes back out, because now it looks like it's gone again up there. But it didn't feel that cold today, so I'm feeling good. I was really worried it was going to be freezing. But I'm not going super fast, which is really good, because I hate going super fast in the cold. I thought there'd be more snow up here. I don't know if you can see back there, the water that's coming out of those rocks is frozen. They look really cool, like frozen waterfalls. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm not gonna push speed or anything, or do anything crazy. I'm just cruising along. Look at those mountains, look so pretty when they have snow on them. I don't like this gravel. Cause see, like on all gravel, the knobbies feel like they do better, but it could just be in my head. But anytime you're on pavement and you have something loose, the knobbies are definitely worse than the stock tires would be, because you have way less rubber actually touching the road at a single point. So yeah, part of me is wondering if I should switch back to the stock tires for the rest of this winter, if there's going to be stuff like this all over the roads, and go back to the knobbies in the summer. I know that sounds totally backwards, but I feel like the stock tires would do better in bad road conditions and bad gravel trail conditions than these tires. I don't know. I've just always assumed that you needed better tires if you're going to be... I'm usually about a 90-10 off-road, on-road ride, just because I enjoy being... Even if it's not like, you know, hardcore trails or anything, even if it's just fire roads, I just enjoy being in the mountains instead of driving on the pavement to get to the mountains. See, look, there's some more frozen little waterfalls. That's pretty neat. I really like just getting out, especially when it's nobody else out. I'm pretty sure, I mean, obviously we've passed some traffic, but it's probably not going to be as crowded as, you know, summertime when people coming up here like laying out in the sun on the overlooks. Getting a little chilly. So I'm going to go south, or that's north. I'm going to go south this way, but I have to go up to the parkway then turn. Well, maybe not. That's blocked off, so not going that way. Guess we have to go north. See, that's... Okay, if I went south right here, that's the ridgeline you can see from my house. It's literally right across the street. There's trails that come up to it. But I guess I'm heading this way because it's barricaded. Yeah, this looks so pretty. I'm going to drive slow because nobody's coming behind me. See that skyline? Yeah, it's worth it. So I like it when it's empty up here because then I can just go as slow as I want and not have to go the speed limit and stuff because cars are behind me or whatnot. I can just creep slow, pull over if I wanted to stop and check something. Yeah, I can't tell if my handlebars are bent from my last crash. Crashes. I can't tell. If they are bent, it's really not much. Alright, this is one of my favorite little overlooks, and it's usually never, ever, ever empty. So I might stop here and just check it out. Yeah, I really like the snow mountains. Alright, so I'm going to stop this because if I unplug it, that's what I found out on the last trip. If I unplug this right now, see my GoPro, I'm running power with the media mod to the USB. If I turn this off or unplug it, the GoPro with the media mod on it automatically switches from the external microphone that's plugged into it to the internal microphone on the GoPro. And that's not what I want. So I have to cut it off, then unplug it. And then if I cut it back on, it'll be back to the external mic. And I can still plug it in and it works. But once it's plugged in and you unplug it, it swaps. I don't know why. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off and check out this overlook and get some pictures real quick. Alright, so we are parked at the Blue Ridge Parkway at Porter Mountain View. And the ridge lines look so cool with the snow. It's like you can just see it for miles. Pretty cool. So the new crash bars didn't rattle, didn't make any noise, so that's good. They look kind of cool. They look clean. They look a little too clean for the rest of the bike, huh? Good times. So I took a little break here at this Porter Mountain Overlook. And what I'm really thinking, because there's so many mountains around here, and I want to get to the point where I know what each one of those little peaks are. Like way off in the distance, I don't know if you can see, but there's one peak that's closer than one way further, like right in the center. I want to know what each one of those are, and I want to ride on every one of these ridge lines. Whether it's a road, whether it's a trail, like I just want to go hit every one of the mountains, every one of the trails, and just explore every single one of them. Because there's so many mountains around here. Like I think that could take time. Keep going north since the south way is closed. When keep riding until I get too cold or it starts snowing. I'm trying to get to some blue skies. Then I was thinking maybe I could do like a little quick Himalayan review or something, since everybody else seems to do one every couple of weeks, it seems. I just love being out on a bike. I don't care what bike it is. I mean, I always joke that I'd ride a moped if I had to, and I totally would, because I did when I was a kid. I had a little, I think it was Garelli or something. I can't remember. A little bitty moped. I rode that thing everywhere. That was like my first freedom, like way before I had my driver's license or anything. So I was probably, I don't know, 13, 14. I rode that thing everywhere. Even in the freezing cold, I'd bundle up in snowsuit, like a snow gear and everything. Here, the road's a lot more smooth. There's no gravel like on that side road coming up here. So now my hands are getting a little cold. This is where heated grips would be really nice, because I wouldn't have to switch to my thick gloves. I could just leave my regular gloves on and just have a little bit more warmth. So that's definitely in the mix, on the list. It's heated grips. Because I mean, even in the spring and fall, that'd be nice. Some nights, if you're out, the sun goes down, it gets a little chilly. Especially going up and down in the mountains, like, the temperature can change, 10, 20 degrees it feels like. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a real snow plow for next year. I think I might just get another plow for the side-by-side. I had one on my four-wheeler when we first moved in, and that thing worked great. Worked a lot better than the front loader on a tractor. Because like right now, like if you saw when I was leaving my driveway, like parts of my the easement part of my driveway where like the sun never shines on it, like it was still icy and snowy, and that's going to be nasty again if it snows tonight. I would love to go camping in the snow. I mean, not like the snow video when I did. Oh, look at that, the lake's all frozen. See, I want to find, maybe get some good shot. There's got to be a little overlook of this little lake. I want to pull over. I honestly don't think I've ever seen a frozen lake before. I mean, I know it's not like a big lake. I mean, I've seen ponds bigger than that. But yeah, I'm gonna come around here. I know where I'm at now. And I'm gonna walk or ride up and try to check out that frozen lake. Oh, seriously? Why would they close that? I mean, I could go around there, but then with all those people parked up there, I'll probably call somebody. He went around the gate. Well, this is no fun. Closing roads, closing stuff. Yeah, this is where I wish sometimes I had a little more oomph, so I could ride off angrily. This bike's like, no. People want to do the review stuff, like the goods and bads, right? The pros and cons of this bike compared to other bikes I've had. Like right now, I'm full throttle. I got a downshift to get up this hill, and then I'm like 5,000 RPM. With this bike redlines at 6.5. So if you want to get somewhere fast and ride really aggressively, this is definitely not the bike. But I found for myself personally, if I can go faster on a bike, I normally do. Same with cars. Like, that's why I don't ever own sports cars, because I'm gonna go as fast as that car is gonna go. And so same with bikes. Like when I had that I think it was 2016, 2017, maybe 2018, I can't remember. It was a Suzuki V-Strom 1000 adventure bike, and that thing was awesome, but I just wanted to keep going faster and faster and faster. I was never like wanting to just cruise. I was like, alright, I want to go do 90. Check out the frozen lake. Like, I just wanted to go faster on that bike, and then that just made it, for me personally, just unsafe, because I was doing stupid things that I shouldn't have been doing. For how I ride now, like, this bike's perfect. I mean, a lot of times I do wish I had more power, and a lot of times I don't miss it. So, you know, in a perfect world, I'd have like 5 or 6 bikes. You know, I'd have the bike for speed when I wanted speed. I'd have a big touring bike when I wanted to go super long distance on the highways. And another road closed. Meh. Road closed. So yeah, like, so perfect world, a smaller dual sport, plus this, plus a bigger adventure bike, plus a sport bike, plus a little farm bike for the land. So yeah, if I can only have one bike, I'm happy with this one. As long as, I mean, for me personally, what I do, where I ride, where I live, this bike is fun. If you're commuting, this bike would still be fun. I need to hike up there. I haven't done that since I was a kid. It's really cool up there. Yeah, so that lake looks really cool. I might park it over here and walk down there. I don't know. I might switch to my warmer gloves too. Man, that wind. See, there's no perfect. I've tried the stock windshield. I hated it in any direction. And I tried this tall one, which I think feels better when it's cold. And then I even bought the Hitchcock Shorty, which I really like that the best so far. But I feel like in the winter, this still blocks a lot of the cold hitting your chest and whatnot. So I'd rather have a little bit more wind noise and turbulence, but be warmer, I guess. I think I'm gonna pull over here. And I think I'm gonna switch to my warmer gloves for the ride home. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this off because, like I said, if I unplug it, it's gonna change the mic. I'll see you on the next ride.